This 62-year-old repeat offender was caught stealing, and his story pulled at the judge's heartstrings. But will he take advantage of Judge Boyd's help or waste his last chance?
All right, you're charged with theft of property, $2,500, less than $2,500, with 2 or more previous convictions of a state jail felony.
On behalf of my client, he asked me to share this with you tonight. He is very remorseful. He's 62, and he just wants you to know doesn't want to be a thief. He just found himself in a very bad cycle.
Court is calling 2024 CR 009592, State of Texas versus Charles Claycomb. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Dwight Chumley for the defense.
And are you Mr. Claycomb?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications in this case?
No.
Mr. Claycomb, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
I do, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, sorry.
Oh, that's a problem. State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Claycomb, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
All right, you're charged with theft of property, $2,500, less than $2,500, with 2 or more previous convictions of a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
I do, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
I will, Your Honor.
Did you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does, yes.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Claycomb, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 15 months in the state jail facility. State will take in consideration 2025 PF 02867. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Part of it, yes, ma'am.
Well, when you say part of it, what do you mean?
I meant that extra part, yes, ma'am, that they was gonna be put on there also.
Yes.
Yes.
So did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea bargain agreement? Counsel, is that the plea?
Yes.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, there being such motions?
No, ma'am.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence?
Standing exhibit on the attachments, Judge.
No objections, Judge.
State you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, I did.
No.
Oh, yes. Yes, he did. Yes, I did. I'm sorry.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry, what was your plea, counsel?
Guilty.
Guilty?
Your Honor, I would, on behalf of my client, he'd asked me to share this with you tonight. He is very remorseful. He suffers from addiction. He has HIV because of his drug use. He is 62, and he just wants you to know doesn't want to be a thief. He just found himself in a very bad cycle.
All right, so Mr. Claycomb, you're gonna have to make sure you change things. Otherwise, you're gonna find yourself spending a lot of time in the prison or a lot of time in someone's jail. There are plenty of places that can help you if you want the help, but if you don't reach out, nobody will know your problems, right? Okay? All right, so the court will find you guilty, sentence you to 15 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. I'm going to take in consideration 2025 PF 02867, and I recommend the therapeutic community for you to help with any issues that may need to be addressed. I do not have the jurisdiction or authority to force them to place you in the program, but what I can say is it's going to be in the judgment and you'll need to request it as well. You understand?
I think so. Yes.
All right. And when you are released from the state jail facility, if you cannot find a place for treatment with your medical issues or with your drug addictions, if I'm still here, you can come back here and I will pick up the phone and get you the help you need. You understand? All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Claycomb.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. 15 months. Vanessa Portelis.